a mannequin, even though it's not him, perfectly centered, bro.
It's the best framing job we've ever gotten.
Bro, listen, that's the level. That's the bar, Gene. Just so you understand, that's the bar. His fucking mannequin is framed and centered perfectly.
Remember when I came on, was I centered? As soon as I popped on,
you did a good job. Everyone learns after the first couple of times. Stank's just slow,
or he doesn't care.
I just don't think he cares.
I'm not sure what it is.
Wow, Philadelphia's coming back 14-19. That is a good game.
I see it. We need that to happen, please.
Yes.
What are you doing next week for the game, Sam? What are you doing, bro? It's on Saturday.
I'll tell you off the air because we're about to hit go.
Oh, I'm excited now.
Oh, yeah, you should be.
Go.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Sammer, along with my co-hosts, Poppy Latte, and it looks like Stank's fill-in, substitute podcast host, and a good friend of ours, Gene, Buck What You Heard. You are watching the Loose Cannons Live post-game call-in show presented by Red Cat Plumbing and Air, a Tampa-based company who takes pride in their reputation for timely service, professional results, and exceeding your expectations they truly define. Hashtag Tampa Proud. As always, the number to call in, get your questions in, is shown on the screen. It's 312-626-6799. When prompted, enter the code 9955204740 and you get into the waiting room. Don't forget the call-in format. We're very strict about this. State your name, your wing preference, whether it's wet or dry rub, and of course, your choice of dipping sauce, blue cheese, or a pile of shit. And then your question or your take. Try to limit it to 90 seconds so that we can get as many callers in as possible. It is Victory Shades. We have them on. What a fucking roller coaster. Holy shit. Take a deep breath. Poppy Latte.
I feel fucking great. Deep breath.
You feel better
Soothing
now?
vibes. I never felt bad, honestly. I just waited it out. Mm-hmm. I knew this second half team. Mm-hmm. There's 60 minutes to be played. And I knew that this particular opponent, had done the 28-3 thing. And now they decided to give us a new hashtag. Shout out to the Dirty Birds. Hashtag 17-0. Thank you, Dirty Birds.
Dude,
Thank you.
We came back from down 17 two times in this game. Twice. And you know what's crazy? If you guys follow me on Twitter, which I am pretty sure a majority of you do, I was up and down. I was terribly down in that first half. And with all of that said, I still in the back of my mind was thinking, yeah, we're probably going to end up winning this game somehow. Not even just because it's the Falcons, but because this team starts weird and shows up for the second half of the game. Some of the games we've shown up for the first half, but the most of the time this season, we've just come out firing on all cylinders in the second half. And I was like, okay, I guess that's what's going to happen today. Someone's getting their ass chewed out. How many do you guys think Tom chewed some people out halftime?
Negative.
I'm right, he did. He had to.
Negative.
Why don't you think he chewed anybody out?
Confirmed by Bruce Arians. See, you guys, this is what I love about our show is that we just get on here, we just fucking wing it. We go right off the cuff. You know what I'm saying? We don't do there's no research. There's no show notes.
Nope.
But just so you guys know, Bruce Arians said in his post-game press conference, they asked him, was anything said in the locker room? I guess somebody started to say something, and JPP said, shut the fuck up! There's nothing to say. There's nothing to say. We just got to fucking play. There's nothing to fucking say. And I, for one, I'm here for that because it gets monogamous. We got to play better, guys. We got to start faster. They've already heard that. They fucking know. So JPP went in there just like he did against the Titans, and he said, enough with the bullshit talk. We got to play. Sorry.
And that's what they did. They went out and played. And it's how you finish the game. I don't care how you started. And people should have learned the cautionary tale of the San Diego Chargers game I should say San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers game, in which the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were down by an insurmountable amount of points. And they came back and won that game. And everybody that was jumping out the window in the first half, crickets in the second half. And everybody was okay with the win. This is a win. And this is what's important. And these wins are stacking up to get this team closer to getting to the playoffs. And that's what it's all about. And shout out to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Cheers.
Cheers is coming when we clinch, but you can cheers. I'll let you cheers.
You know what? We're one game closer to getting to the playoffs, so cheers.
Yeah, so here's the thing though. In that Chargers game, we were up and down in the first half. We were still moving the ball and scoring points. We were just giving up weird over the top plays. Like we were just losing the game. We weren't down 17-0. Like we were inept on offense today. We had in the first half. We have Mike Evans. Cameron Brate was actually the only one who seemed to show up in the first half. We have Gronk. We have AB. We have Godwin. Sure, we're down Rojo, but this is a team that you don't really need to run the ball against anyway. And we mustered up 60 yards of offense in the first half. 60. Now, and we fucking completed an amazing comeback. It's a W. I totally agree with you, Gene. Stack them. They all fucking count the exact same, whether they're close or blowouts. It doesn't fucking matter. Is there some cause for concern, seeing the team kind of not show up like they did today in the first half and decide to finally wake up in the second half? Yes. Very concerning. Yes, absolutely. I still have a major problem with a lot of what Byron does. But you know what? On Sunday, it's a fucking W. It's victory shades. Fucking enjoy it. We're fucking 9-7. We're guaranteed a winning season, and we're one step closer to the playoffs. I love it.
That's you can't go wrong there. And like you said something, and I've been saying myself now since I heard you say it. Let's get us into the playoffs. Get the Bucs into the playoffs. Let's see what the hell they do when they get in the playoffs. Once they get there, it's a whole nother story. But for now, let's get those wins. They got to get those wins.
Absolutely. And Jake shout out to Jake Arians. He's in the chat room, and he says victory formation. I've been saying that since he taught us that. If you end a game in victory formation, you should be happy, right? You should have your victory shades on, because I fucking do. Christian does. I hope Stank does. I hope that he fucking puts on his victory shades before he comes on here, late as a motherfucker, as always, eating his potato salad, probably. Whatever. I want
to talk about a rookie, Gene. How about Antoine fucking Winfield, bro?
Yes.
I mean, that touchdown saving play.
Ridley was all ready to celebrate too. You could tell he had his celebration thing all planned out.
That was big time. I want to talk about Devin motherfucking White.
That's been getting roasted by Bucs Twitter for the past.
He didn't look that bad in pass coverage today. Had 2 pass breakups, almost had an interception. And then all of a sudden, as Stank said, I'm with the vibe. Unleash this motherfucker for the rest of the season. Let's stop with the bullshit, please. You don't have to blitz him just off the middle, the A gaps up the middle. He looped. Goddamn.
Dude, bringing him in on a delayed blitz is fucking amazing. First off, he's perfect for it because he's so fast. And you get everybody moving and doing what they're doing. This offensive line is not very good when it comes to pass protection, even though they look good today. And I don't know why we didn't blitz and send White in sooner than we did. But Todd Bowles seemed to get a good feel for what they were doing, and he responded in the second half. He really fucking tightened it up, and he sent in those Devin White blitzes when it mattered, man. And he got home. He was credited with one where Matt Ryan looked like he hit his body against his offensive lineman's ass, and he fell down. And what's his name? Touched him, so it counts. He marked Sanchez himself. There's 3 sacks, but he did play better in coverage. There was a 4th down where he actually gave up the pass because he wanted to play hero ball. He's on his guy, and he goes towards another dude who's already covered by Levante and opens up his man for easy completion and a 1st down on a 4th down.
He's
still in his second year, but I
want to congratulate you, Sammer. I would like to congratulate you, Sammer. I would like to give you praise, Sammer. And you love nothing more than praise.
Absolutely.
Listen, you made a point on last week on the Fan Fridays podcast. You made this point on Twitter, and we know. Listen, we know it's Poppy Glazier. It's Sammer Rappaport. and it's Stank Schefter. We're insiders, okay? When we say things, stuff happens. And Sammer happened to say on Fan Friday, of which Bruce saw the episode, and we know they're monitoring your Twitter account, said throw the fucking ball to Mike Evans and run the ball and good things happen.
Great things.
And that's exactly what they started doing when they listened to the great Samir Ali. They started feeding Mike the ball and running the ball. Next thing you know, it opens up Scotty Miller. Opens up a little bit of Godwin. You sprinkle a little Gronkowski with the pass interference. Good things happen when you throw to fucking 13. By the way, he has 110
you got to
yards
cover
today.
it up with a little bit of AB. You just got to make sure you cover it with AB. And
110 yards today. If anybody's watching, 221 yards away from 1,000 yards.
He's going to get it. He's going to get it. He's going to get it. So look, they didn't even really run the ball very well, the Bucs, until maybe that fourth quarter when they kind of needed to, when that 4-minute offense. But like I said all week, this is the team that you don't want to have your best running back in if you have to choose, because they are so bad on the back end that it doesn't matter if you can run the ball. Just pass it all over the fucking yard. And when they figured that shit out and they got their communication together on the offensive line from the quarterback to the line and understanding what they're supposed to be doing, once they figured that shit out, they didn't get to Tom. And they got the ball all over the place. And how about AB beating the fuck out of that corner right off the fucking snap?
Smoked him like a Cohiba.
Holy shit. He didn't even get a hand on. He wasn't even close.
By the way, those that might want to get upset, in Bruce's post-game press conference, he also said Mike Evans was 5 yards behind the DB as well. So it was a dealer's choice, and Brady went to Brown. I'm okay with it.
I'm cool with that.
You know, for the Mike Evans stuff, he was open as well. They were both open.
There's nothing wrong with options. Nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong. And you know what? It wasn't all roses out there. There's some stuff that, I think it's time that Sean Murphy Bunting sat down. I don't know what's going on.
I think Carlton Davis re-injured his groin, and I think that played a factor in it.
Or was it Dean? Dean had the groin injury, not Carlton.
Yeah, Carlton, this is the first time he's injured his groin. But I will give SMB credit. He did play better in the second half. He made a couple of plays. There's something, I don't know if he's over-anticipating, is a bit anxious, it seems like. There are times where he comes into man press, but he doesn't even put a hand on the guy, and someone on Twitter commented that he just doesn't want the COVID virus, so he's making sure not to touch other guys, right? But there's some concern there. I'd rather see the other guy, that Cockrell guy, in there.
Okay, listen, shut up. Everybody shut up.
But
Stank is on the fucking mic. He's been trying to get a word in. Go, Stank. You're sipping your water. I like the vibe. You got good energy, baby. You got good energy. You got 9 and 5 energy. Go ahead. Sorry.
Woo! I can't believe it, baby. Never a fucking doubt. Not even for a minute. Not even for a minute. Listen, I was doing honeydew chores. What's up, baby? I know you're watching. We were watching you guys for a minute as I was eating my delicious meal that my wife cooked for me. She slaved over it. And yeah, so you know what? They didn't deserve my undivided attention in that first half. And we just went on to do things around the house. But I had the game on in the background. And, because I knew for sure we were going to come back and beat this shitty Falcons fucking team. And that's exactly what happened. So there's no stress on me. That's what you're seeing right now. I was never stressed. I was never negative. I never questioned the game plan. I never questioned the play calling. I didn't do any of those things. I knew for a fact the game was going to end the way it did. And I'm just elated.
The lie detector test said that was a lie.
Listen, a lie, a truth. It's somewhere, who knows? Who knows? That's the way I'm feeling right now.
You're somewhere in the middle.
I heard Poppy's angry rant. He got that the first half anger off his chest. I don't have that. I just feel good right now. just exhale. Everybody who's in the chat room right now, everybody, just stop what you're doing. Stop touching your genitals or whatever the fuck you do when you watch the show. Just breathe in and breathe out and just breathe it on in, bro. All right. Do what Coach Arians is doing right now. Pour yourself a little cocktail
or water or go with the H2O option.
I'm just laughing my ass off, Stank, because I almost tweeted it and I don't know what happened. The tweet got deleted, but I said, "Fuck." After this game, I feel like Whitney Houston. I'm waiting to exhale. So uptight the first half, and then all of a sudden, oh wow.
Yeah, the first half first half we felt like the car that was getting lit on fire by Whitney's girl in that movie, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
that was a championship second half performance right there.
Yeah, and I want to shout out to Ryan Jensen.
Oh yeah,
Ryan Jensen was doing. He was moving the pile forward. If you watch the end of a running game, you saw Ryan Jensen with his shoulder pushing the pile forward, doing what he needed to do. And sometimes those kind of things get missed. You can't put a stat on him, but shout out to him and shout out to Dean Jensen. If you're watching, you're the MVP too, my brother.
Did you see that pregame meal that Dean was cooking?
Yeah,
it looked delicious.
delicious.
Dean knows his way around meats. He knows his way around, the delicacies. And I love you, Dean.
I can't wait to one day have some of that
Dean's meat.
Listen, we're not here as long as usual today, so I'm gonna allow the callers and the people in the chat room to kind of dictate this show more than usual. So we're gonna take our first phone call. We're all wearing the victory shades. We're all happy. We knew we were gonna win. We knew we were gonna spot 17 to this team just to kind of get ourselves in a lather. No big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Easy win. Easy.
Oh wow, you guys
Easy
sound
win.
so much better now.
All right, now we're gonna go to 714. I'm pretty sure this is Corey. Corey,
Oh, don't come on here with
you're on the phone with the loose cannons. No, the good Corey, not the bad
Oh,
Corey.
good Corey. Good Corey.
Good Corey, what's up?
Not the evil Corey.
This isn't good Corey. This is Lewis from SoCal, guys.
Oh, okay, that works too.
I'll still take it anyways. What's up, loose cannons?
What's up, man?
What's up, Lewis?
What's going on, Lewis?
Well, first, as always,
I'm gonna say it
spicy
correctly.
saucy wings. Spicy saucy wings. Blue cheese dressing. No chicken nuggets.
I like it.
Lewis, is that a Spanish child in the background?
You're not no Spanish children on this podcast.
Oh, I live in Southern California, so it makes sense.
Oh, so they're just everywhere there? Is that what you're saying?
It just is.
I
pretty
need
much.
you to be in a non-Spanish children area for any time you call in the show.
By the way, I refuse to call you Lewis. I'm calling you Louis.
I'm not in Montana right now.
Luis.
Luis.
It's either a Spanish child or it's Baby Yoda. One of the two.
Give us your take, man. Let's see if your take is good enough to win this bottle of hot sauce and a hashtag Tampa Proud t-shirt courtesy of our sponsor Red Cap Plumbing and Air. Go, man. Give me your Bucs take after that game.
Well, I will say I'm happy with the win, Sam. I agree with you. Even when we got down 17 twice, I felt really confident. In years past, I think we would have folded up like a lawn chair. This team's a little different. We have more talent. I am a little tired of these slow starts. I'm sure everyone is. But I feel like these last three games, after starting to have tune-up games for the playoffs, we want to see us at our best going into the postseason. I will say Atlanta and the city of Atlanta and the Falcons are a lot like ranch dressing. They're shit, and they all deserve each other.
Agree.
Fucking call. Ready.
But I am happy you're getting the win. I'm not going to be bummed because, I've been a fan for so long, and getting good winning seasons are really, really fucking hard to come by. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to be like this stupid bullshit Bucs Twitter. I can't even imagine what Bucs Twitter would have been like in the late 90s when we couldn't even score 10 points in a game. But I am happy. I don't even get on Bucs Twitter anymore. It's ridiculous how stupid some of these fucking people are. I mean, they're crying still for Jameis, but I'm not going to go there right now.
Look at that Samurai Ali guy, right?
I know.
You don't want to go there.
All he does is post photos of himself. It's ridiculous.
Somebody in the chat just dubbed us the Stick Carrier remix.
We're definitely not.
We're not that. Lewis, you saying Atlanta is like ranch dressing has won you the t-shirt and
I cannot argue with that.
I'm sorry. That was too good.
They are the ranch dressing of the South.
They are.
Yes, they are. They're disgusting and terrible, just like the city. It's garbage.
Absolutely. So you got to figure out a way.
You can throw.
You got to send us a DM or a Facebook message, something, so I can get your information, so I can send this all out to you. Do you have any last additions to your take before?
Yes, I do actually. I would like to say fuck Atlanta, fuck Carolina, and fuck the Saints. Later, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing good in Atlanta except for Andre 3000 and Big Boy. The strip clubs, evidently, don't know. I've never been one of the establishments before because I respect women. And maybe soul food. I don't know. What else is good about Atlanta?
They have a really dope ass mall that's got all the Gucci and the Versace. It's got all of that,
Buckhead
all the
Mall.
good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, Buckhead Mall.
They have a dope ass mall. You know, if you're into
I'm
that
not
kind of
Sam
shit.
Raleigh, so I'm not in that kind of shit. I don't shop like that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the strip clubs.
Oh wow! I don't shop at strip clubs, but okay, yeah. I'm gonna go to the next call. I think this was international. It's got like 6,000 numbers. You're on with the loose cannons.
Hey guys, it's John in Ireland.
Oh, Johnny.
So two things. First is I owe Stank an apology. I used to get upset when he was kind of down on the team, and now I get it. So he was right. My second part is I'm glad they won tonight, but this was the 4-9 Falcons, and the struggle and overcome and come back and win, it's great, but against that type of team, I'm not feeling confident.
So real quick, I want to jump in here real quick. Do you factor in the fact that this is a division rival?
Thank
that
you.
the Bucs face this team twice a year, and they're very familiar with this team. Does that factor into your disappointment on this team?
Thank you.
I guess I didn't consider that.
You should also consider that not only is this a division rival, but that defense, all the fucking big dick energy that Devin White had in the second half, and we had the swag, they were fucking. I saw a DB, the one from Florida, Gene, that's been often injured, but he lays the wood for Atlanta. Neil, is it Neil?
Neil.
Yeah, Keanu Neal.
Keanu Neal. He literally all but called Leonard Fournette a bitch to his face when they met in the hole, and he got up. He was all up in his face, and Leonard literally slouched and walked back to the huddle.
Christian,
he came out fucking swinging with everything they had.
They were a motivated team. I was going to add, they were a motivated team. They were going to play spoiler. They had, the one last push left in them as a team, and this was the game. Like I said it before the game, if the Bucs were going to get the best Atlanta Falcons, it was going to be this matchup and not the one in week 17, because they're just going to be putting everyone on the shelf at that point.
Yeah, Raheem Morris is coaching for his job. There are players on that team that are playing for their careers. Let me go back to the Leonard Fournette thing. Have you ever seen a more pussy ass touchdown than his first one where he backed into the end zone? He was so scared to make contact in the hole. He backed in like I probably would if I was going in, up in the hole like that. Yeah, I always back it in the hole. You know what I mean?
Dude, for a guy his size, he has no idea how to run to his size. He doesn't know how to put his body behind his pads. He reminds me a lot of when we had LeGarrette Blount here, and he would just get us. He would get us to the 1 yard line, and then it would be 4 straight shots, and he would get us an inch at best. He just didn't know how to play big, and he still kind of tries to pussyfoot around, and it just drives me nuts. So many times he has a chance to play big, and he doesn't. Fortunately, in that instance where he kind of fell into the end zone on accident, like I've never seen a running back do what you just described, where he goes backwards. We got in.
By the way,
line.
By the way, Carlos still there? You still there?
I think he's still there.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Also, take into thought this Falcons team has lost games the way the Bucs have lost games in the past. Yes. Like, fluky ass shit, just weird shit, or just giving up leads. Secondly, this exact Falcons team hung 46 on the fucking Raiders and held them to 3. That's the same Raiders team that fucking went toe-to-toe with the Super Bowl champ, divisional game again, and then beat them in their second matchup.
I'm feeling better.
That's, shit.
I accept your apology, by the way, bro.
John, John, I appreciate the call. Go have a beverage. You guys have plenty to choose from in Ireland. Have some Lucky Charms. Put beer in it, though, probably, instead of milk.
Not funny.
Just chill out. Hey, I'm a dad. I gotta get a dad joke in there. I gotta get a dad joke in there. And Sean Rainey says in the chat room, I don't want to hear no more Rojo smack talk. Fucking men. Amen. You guys see what this offense looks like when they don't have a consistent running back. Even if they don't run the ball, that they need Rojo. This team needs Rojo just like they need Godwin and Mike and Tom. Probably not like Tom.
But hold on, Sammer, because this isn't all about the negative energy. This is big dick energy too.
Mm-hmm.
As bad as that touchdown was and embarrassing backing in that way, Leonard Fournette did play better in the second half. He had some big catches, catches and big gains. Mm-hmm. He had one up the sideline where I thought he was going to fucking pussyfoot, and he actually cut it upfield.
Yep.
He made some big plays in the second half. That touchdown as well, not turning his back and reaching over the goal line, was big. And of course, his first down to seal the game because it was a first down. Fuck you, Falcons. That's the Brady effect, bitches.
I love it.
That was a beautiful first down.
Did you guys see literally the line judge put the stick down and then he leaned it back?
Like the stick mattered. It's the chain, broski. It doesn't matter about the stick. I was like, why is he doing that?
The guy did with the ball.
Yeah, he just slid it forward.
Where it was spotted and moved it up another yard.
Yeah, no. You know, with all the credit you just gave Leonard Fournette, I will voice I am very frustrated watching that man run the ball, and it seems like when he has opportunities to make a catch and go for the distance, he drops it. We had 2 screen calls where we threw him the ball and he dropped it, and he had probably 70 yards ahead of him. We had the entire offensive line on one play was in front of him, and nobody there as a defense because they all blitzed from one side, and he dropped it. And I was I was actually saying, can you please show me some more Shady McCoy? Give me some more Shady McCoy. Because his speed when he hits a hole is so much different compared to any running back we have on our team. As much shit as I talked about him all year, if he hit one of those holes that Fournette completely fucking missed, we would have had a touchdown in the first half. And I hate eating crow, but I'm going to eat crow because I think Shady should have gotten more playing time than Fournette. But we got a W, so I'm not bitching. I'm just pointing out.
Let's take a second real quick, Gene, Stank, Sammer, my beloved brothers. I love you all. It's been a long time since we've been in the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's all take a second to not only soak that in, but look at me. I need eye contact, guys. The Jets are beating the fucking Rams 21-3, and they're about to lose out on Trevor Lawrence. Our life could be way worse, okay? You know what I'm saying? We've been there. This is way better. You know, bring the champagne bottle. I don't even want you drinking out of a fucking glass, Gene. You don't need to be fucking civil. Nope. This is the loose can. Drink out the fucking bottle, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy that I want. By the way, Stank, you weren't here, but we're popping bottles.
We are popping bottles.
When we clinch the playoffs, we're popping bottles. Next week.
Yep, hell yeah. Absolutely.
We're live on the show.
You guys remember our vegan
somebody in the
brother,
chat,
Kevin?
send me a bottle of rosé.
I got started early because I'm that confident with this team.
We need a super chat donation for some rosé. I'm just saying.
Please. If you super chat
Brian
donation.
Shaw, I know you're rich, Brian. I don't know why. I just feel that you're rich through the chat.
He's got a rich sounding name, Brian Shaw. He played for the Lakers.
Did he play for like the Celtics and shit?
He played for the Lakers. Shooter. No, Brian Shaw played for the Lakers, y'all. He won a championship with Kobe Bryant.
Tasha Sim said, Poppy, your energy is like that. You're fucking right. It is.
It's Taisha.
By the way, she might be your biggest. She might be your biggest fan of all the people that watch our show. Every single episode, she comments something about you in a good way.
Yeah,
thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so you've got like a little super fan there, man. I'm proud of you for that. I'm humble. I refuse to have super fans. We're going to go to Kevin, our vegan friend, who's probably enjoying some weird cauliflower and some other nonsense. But what's up, Kevin?
Hummus wings.
We have a delicious falafel platter coming to us. We're at the Ritz-Carlton in downtown Cleveland tonight. I got to go to a very strange. I got to go to this like bowling alley type / sports bar to watch the game. It was a great day. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice.
How about the kale? Yeah. Are you guys drinking kale smoothies right now?
No, we're not drinking a fucking kale smoothie. Jesus Christ, pull your head out of your ass. Come on.
You do realize all liquor is made
you guys are,
right?
Jesus Christ, you guys never got out of a fucking oral.
Kevin, calm down. Calm down. Kevin, calm down.
Kevin. Reel it back in.
Calm down. Give us your Bucs take, Kevin.
Question.
Give us your Bucs take, Kevin.
Has anyone told Sammer that he looks like a shrinky-dink version of DJ Khaled?
All the time.
Never heard that before.
Never heard that.
Okay.
Not once.
I've heard that.
Not once.
Hey, you just showed your age with shrinky dink, by the way. We all know what.
Okay, good.
Shrinky dink.
I'm over 40. Listen, hey, before we move on, talk about the game, and hopefully you guys gotten all the vegan jokes out of your system. You done? We're done. You can move on. Okay. I want to commend you.
Greg in Vegas said, "Don't get you started on potato salad." I
What
figured
about
that'd
potato
be like a
salad?
red button. That'd be like a red button for you.
Hey,
Potato salad, go.
let's move forward. Hey, before we move on, I want to commend you guys on your Friday show. I really felt what you guys had to say. It kind of forced me to think a little bit about it. And if you don't mind, just like I think about like my favorite Bucs memories. Because again, like this is more than fandom. It's our rituals, it's our patterns. I mean, for God's sake, I drove my beautiful wife to Cleveland today, for reasons. And like I had to go see the game. I just had to go and watch it because it's part of our culture. It's part of our rituals. It's part of who we are. And like listening to you guys share your own experiences reminded me of my own. And maybe like my father's no longer with us. And I still remember the last game we went to was the Bucs Rams game in 2010 when Josh Freeman threw a game-winning touchdown to Cadillac Williams in the back of the end zone. That was the last game. If I had known it would be the last game, I would have savored it more. But you took it for granted. But I just wanted to commend you guys on that. It was a beautiful show, and it was good to hear you guys, talk about it and your own experiences. So thank you for that.
No problem.
You're welcome.
Thank you for listening and watching and being subscribed and loving us for us.
Yeah, I don't love you. I love Steak and Poppy. You and I have some issues, Hammer. Come on now.
Oh wow. It's weird coming from the guy who texts me 3 times a day.
Get in line, bro. Get in line.
You know I love you. You know I love you, Stammer. You know I love you. But let's talk about the game. That was a fantastic game. I'm sorry, it was fun to watch. The first half was frustrating and disappointing and bitter, but you just knew in your heart of hearts that like you saw what they're capable of, and that's what they're going to remind each other. They're going to tell each other, hey, listen, we get Rojo back, we get Donovan Smith back. We come like this is what we are. Every time they have the ball, every time they possess the ball, they can go down the field and score quickly and decisively in a variety of ways. Like they were lights out in the second half. It was a lot of fun to watch.
How did Josh?
And that's just really Atlanta.
By the way, I didn't focus on him. Any of you guys?
He didn't play that badly, to be honest. They blitzed a couple of times from his side, which seemed to overwhelm that side in general, and Ali Marpet couldn't help him out as much, maybe. So it looked like it was worse on Ali. But I thought he did a pretty good job. Again, they're not great at getting sacks, but they did okay against us today. But I think he did okay, honestly. Maybe it affected some of the run.
There was a couple shot plays Brady.
I'm glad that Donovan Smith's name was mentioned. Do you think that the Bucs are missing him just based on this overall based on this game? You think the Bucs are missing him and they're glad to have him back next week, or is somebody that
absolutely?
Yeah, no,
absolutely. These next 2 games are nothing about. Are about I hope they kind of finally figure some stuff out, figure out what they can and can't do. I thought the play calling got really inventive. They're definitely using motion more, so now the fucking commentators can shut up about this nonsense. And I feel like, hey, the offense is evolving. They're doing what they need to do. They're proving themselves to be the dynamic offense that we knew they could be. When Donovan Smith comes back, I think it's all just going to settle down. Josh Wells did fine. It looks like a lot of the pressure came off of blitzes, and this was a kitchen sink game for the Falcons. This was their season. This was the best they could hope for. Mm-hmm. They know that Week 17 game is going to be a goddamn preseason game at the end of the season. It's not going to mean shit for anybody involved. My hope is the Bucs honestly have the playoff seeding wrapped up either the 5th or 6th seed at 10-6, and they can just sit their starters, get everyone rested and healthy for either a trip to LA or a trip to New York or wherever the hell they're going. My hope is that everything.
Disagree. That game's going to be the opportunity for all of us to see Blaine Gabbert and his incredible thighs.
Baby old thighs, but
exactly.
I disagree.
Blaine Gabbert hanging off the sneak bond. That's what I want to see.
I legitimately I disagree with you, Kevin. I don't think I don't think you can bench your starters with the miscommunication things that are still going on with this offense going into the playoffs. There is no way in fucking hell they can bench them. They got to keep ironing that shit out. And B, Kevin, I agree with you. I enjoyed the play calling thoroughly in the second half, but I have one bone to pick, and I would like you all to elaborate. Can we please run a regular fucking screen pass to a running back without 3 goddamn fucking fake play actions and fake reverses before Brady has to fire it off because he has pressure in his face? Can we please just run a regular fucking screen pass? Please?
Hold on. Let me call.
We might do that. We might do that.
I loved it all, but we gotta both sides, right?
We might do that if we consistently have a running back who will always catch the ball when it hits.
No. Don't do that. Leonard Fournette caught the ball all day today. Don't do that.
He dropped 3 passes, dude. He dropped 3 passes. 3.
I don't know. I'm too drunk,
and I don't know about you, but if you've never caught a screen pass as a running back, it's probably the easiest throw you get.
I caught one yesterday. Actually.
See? There you go. Look at that. He's not even an athlete, and he caught a screen pass. Think about that, folks.
I beg to differ. Are you nuts? Have you seen Stank dance in the dance team with the Bucs? Are you crazy?
Oh, that was you on the deck with the cheerleaders?
Stank on the deck, bro. What do you mean he's not athlete?
I thought I recognized that ass, dude. I thought I recognized that ass.
Yeah.
Listen, before I was a famous
spandex that big.
Yeah, before I was a famous podcaster, I used to dance for money. Not ashamed.
Wow.
A little bit of something strange for a little bit of change, huh?
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about we saw Sneak Vaughn get in there a little bit today. Bit underwhelming.
No, I disagree.
Situation.
I saw more juice. I saw more explosion from him. What I saw was a guy that was jittery and nervous.
Yeah.
But if he can get more playing time, you get rid of that. I mean, there was a run he had where he made a couple guys miss and picked up 6-7 yards. I was like, wow, I haven't seen that from Fournette.
Okay, yeah.
He has a different kind of juice, a different kind of, explosiveness to him.
Good point. Hey, Brian Shaw said Vaughn had that fumble recovery. Huge
fumble recovery. Yep. Huge.
Yes.
He hustled his ass off on that one.
Rare for Godwin fumble, by the way.
It sounds like I've given a lot of hate to Leonard Fournette today, but he had some major blitz pickups, which I like. Major, like.
So did Vaughn.
To not have Tom get smacked in the face on those blitz because they were screaming in through that hole. It was wide open, and he stepped up and he fucking just took one in and gave enough time for Tom to either throw it away or complete the pass. But man, could you guys imagine this team if we could start a game the way we started the third quarter today and just all the way through? Like, this team is fucking dangerous. That's why I keep saying, get us to the playoffs. Get us to the playoffs.
Agreed.
You know what? All bets are off at that point, man. You just got to get there. Like, as soon as you said that, it was like the heavens opened up. And, the angels were telling me, Sammer's right. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. You're
going to learn, Gene, as you come on the show more often, you're going to learn that whether you like it or not, Stank, blink if you've been abused. Sammer's always right, whether you like it or not.
Damn right.
Just accept it.
Hey, I just showed my eyebrows.
I'm throwing I'm sprinkling a little bit of sincerity in here right now, but yeah, I get where you guys are going with this.
Somebody in the chat room says ugly win. I'm sorry, but when I hang up a W on my wall, it always looks beautiful to me.
Beautiful. Right. What the fuck are we talking about? What?
It's a fucking win.
By the way, I like our chances. Some people may not feel confident. Some people still want to, walk around with the dick tucked in between the legs. Big dick energy. I like our chances against anybody.
What's wrong with tucking your dick, bro?
I like my chances against Green Bay. Hold on. Green Bay. Like my chances. The Rams are fucking losing to the Jets right now. We had a horrible game plan for them, and we still only lost by 3 with horrible execution and game plan. There was no tackling whatsoever in that game.
Bad tackling.
The Chiefs, we went toe-to-toe with the Chiefs. The Seahawks have no fucking defense, and the 12s are non-existent because there's no fucking fans. And Washington, a little bit dangerous, but they just don't have enough firepower. I like our chances in the tournament. Just get us the fuck in. That's it. Get in. I like our chances. Why are you laughing like that, Stank? I feel like
because somebody said tuck it and own it.
I saw it too.
Big dick all the time, bro.
Hey, sometimes it's so big you gotta tuck it and own it.
Throw it on the table.
Sometimes you gotta loop it around, use it as a belt, tuck it in from the back. I got you.
Hey, you remember what happened last time you put it on the table?
I'm not putting mine on the table. You know what? Fuck it. Mine's on the table for the rest of the season. It's on the table. Plop it down. Fuck it.
Hope you
I love you, Will the Brewer. That was amazing.
You love what?
Will the Brewer should win the next bottle of hot sauce and the hashtag Tampa Proud shirt.
You should make that. That should be a shirt.
Tuck it and own it.
Tuck
it and own it. What the fuck?
Hey, Brady was involved in the tuck rule.
He was.
Yeah. We could make something. This could be something.
TB12 Goat Man. Weird. It sounds so weird saying that. I get what you mean, but I'm an Arab saying TB12 Goat Man. It just sounds like one of my cousins. TB12 Goat Man in the chat room says, sometimes games like this help teams come together. Watch out. Couldn't agree more. There's certain games that will just galvanize a team and bring everyone together. And, like going through the adversity. I'm proud of this team to come back from down 17, cut it down to 10, and then come back from 17 yet again, right? The very next drive, the Falcons scored, and I was like, oh man, maybe we're not going to be able to stop these guys. And they responded. They got a 3 and out. They came up with some lucky plays. They came up with some big plays, some sacks. They responded as a team, and they played perfect. They had to play perfectly in the second half, and they absolutely did. And we felt that team take on the personality, not of the head coach this time, of 6-time.
Listen, that brings me to listen. Going into this game, I knew the matchup between 6-time and Young Ho was going to be legendary. Yeah. You know, when you face off 2 legends in the game, like Young Ho and then 6-time, crazy things are going to happen. And Young Ho, he kept coming at us at the end of that game.
We're not even talking about the baby oil. We're talking.
No, I was scared of that hoe, bro. I don't know about y'all.
I hate when a Young Ho keeps coming after you, just nonstop. Hey,
that hoe is no joke, man. You can put
that hoe got a leg on.
That hoe lined up.
That hoe would not go away.
And kick the hoe out of the ball for like a.
Bro, we tried to slap that hoe, and that hoe slapped back. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah. We couldn't slap the hoe hard enough. She just kept on coming right back.
You can't.
Hey, we slapped the shit out of her. She kicked the shit out of us.
She kicked the shit right back out of us.
She did. That hoe almost kicked herself to victory. I swear to God, man. But we responded. We responded, and we won the game. Victory
just like a real pimp should.
That's right. Guys, think about
Tom Brady showed her the hand. He said, hey, you know what? I'm sick of this young hoe.
Yep. Backhanded.
Hey, bam. The pimp is strong.
How about 6-time showing a little bit of movement in the pocket? When he broke out to the right, told Mike come back, threw that jump ball. He finally's getting it. Just throw it up to Mike, bro. Good things are going to happen. It's fine. It's fine.
You look real mobile on that play.
Super mobile.
The other guy before him.
He oiled up or something.
The other guy before him almost made a career just throwing it the fuck up to Mike Evans, right?
And the guy that drive in college, that's how he got a Heisman.
You talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Right. Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Fitzmagic?
Oh yeah.
McCown or Glennon? Yeah. Whatever.
By the way, that drive coming out of the half was fucking huge. Yeah. He hit Antonio Brown for a 20-yarder. Then the scramble, threw it up to Mike Evans. I mean, those were 2 key key plays in the game that kind of gave us our fucking swag back, bro.
Thank God AB got to finally, get a little success out there to be good for his confidence.
When the ball was snapped, you automatically knew he was going to smoke this guy. Whoever was on him, he was getting ready to get smoked. Just the way he took off, didn't touch him, and that was it.
Absolutely.
You just knew that guy was getting ready. He was going to get burnt. And AB, all you had to do was make that connection, and it did. Worked out the way it should.
I'm glad they got him in the end zone because it felt like it was, I don't know, some weird like pressure was there to get him in the end zone, get that monkey off the team's back between him, Brady, AB, all of it. Just it's gone. And Taisha, is that how you say her name? She says, Sammer, speak the truth. They played TB12 ball for the win. They played TB12 ball and BA's offense. That over the top stuff, man.
Shot plays there, man.
Yeah,
shot plays.
That's how this offense should be merged together. Get those guys running across the middle, those short intermediate routes, get quick little first downs, and then when you see the opportunity, go over the top. Take the shot. I'm cool taking shots on first and second down. Just don't do it on 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 1.
Hey, Sammer,
all day.
Sammer, how's business? Because somebody in the chat just said on that touchdown, AB just got $120,000 bonus.
Sounds like it's fucking
booming. How long was that touchdown, by the way? I didn't get to figure out was it a 60, 50? That was a bomb, wasn't it?
That was like 46 yards.
On the dime, too.
46-yard touchdown.
That's unreal. Guys, think about this. We're 1 win away. If you look at the 2017, 2018 seasons, the Bucs had 10 wins combined. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with 2 games left, let's look at this game on Saturday. They could end up winning 10 games. And it's just crazy where this team has progressed to from where we've been over the, I would say, what do you call it, underachieving seasons that we've had, and how this team has progressed to where they are. People are missing out on just how good this team is and how good this team can be when you look back at where we started and where we are right now.
By the way, one touchdown away from tying Jameis. Just saying. One with 2 more games left.
You had to bring that name up, didn't you?
I did, because it's fact. And I kept saying, Gene, he's on pace for 15 picks. Only 11.
Amazement in the chat says 28-3, then 24-7. Tom Killenham, Falcons killer. I didn't even realize that they did come back from 24-7. It was so close to 28-3. Man. And Matt Ryan's had to live through both of those.
24/7 instead of.
It should be 24/7.
I like that. I think that should be a T-shirt, and I would buy one.
I like that.
It should just be I like that with my face on it.
You know what? 24.
I would wear it.
I like that.
I would wear it.
That. Brady's 7-0 against Falcons. I called it weeks ago. I said he will be 8-0 by the end of the season against the Falcons, and I called that they would sweep those Panthers. Man, I'm telling you. I saw this coming. I didn't see it coming like this, but I saw it coming.
Hey, Ryan Griffin said, "Hoes
don't keep leads."
True.
They always find a way to fuck it up, man.
Yeah.
It's like water through the hand money, bro. They can't keep it.
Hoes always losing shit, man. I'm telling you. All right, we have 727. We're gonna take a couple more calls before we bounce out because we got some things we got to do each and separately from all of you guys.
Family business.
Yeah, family business. Let's go to 727. You're on with the Loose Cannons. What's going on?
Yo, it's Ren.
Oh, Ren from the Ren and Stanky show?
The Ren and Stanky?
Ren and Stanky Show.
That's a great fucking name, Ren.
It is. I like the Ren and Stanky show. I like it. Is the rain too loud? Do I have to go back inside?
Who knows?
It's a little bit loud, but not
It's
too
a
bad.
little bit loud, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Where are you right now?
I'm outside. It's raining pretty bad here.
That's raining here too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back inside. I can barely hear you guys.
Hold on, Red. Anil Jensen just hit the $9.99. Is that euros? We just got some euros up here.
You got some euros, yo. That's like 11 something.
Anil.
That is so. Jensen.
Miss Jensen, Mr.
Jansen.
I think it's a
Jensen or Anal. I don't feel comfortable right now. I don't.
Yeah. So Ren, what was that Bucs take you're gonna give us?
I don't remember. Survive in advance. How about that?
I like it.
Great call. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, guys. Love you. Everything you do. Gotta go. I mean, as much as I was upset for Devin White missing that tackle early on 3rd and 9, he came up big. Kind of saved the game for the defense there in the second half with those 2 sacks. I don't know if he got credit with that 3rd one or not.
He did.
Mike's on track. It's just, we keep trying to figure out why Brady is inaccurate early. But I think what would excite Bucs fans is when we see that, he finally gets it locked in. This is the 3rd game this year that once he's got it locked in, they've scored like every time they've had the ball. Like he did it against the Chargers, he did it against the Panthers, and he did it today against Atlanta. And there's only a handful of quarterbacks in the league that can make that comeback, that we had. Like there's no Buccaneers quarterback or even Buccaneers roster, or even Buccaneers offense that can do what Brady and these guys have done 3 times. This is the game that scared me the most, playing a division on the road late against 2 coaches who would love nothing more than to beat this team. So, as frustrating as that first half was, they came out ready to play in the second half, and they did what they had to do, and you get the win. And little by little, Antonio Brown showed up. That was great. Fournette was capable, more than capable, in filling in. Even just have the semblance of a run game, he did well. So Wells, didn't hear his name. Here's the biggest thing for me. With Leftwich and Brady getting together at halftime, and anytime the Falcons showed blitz, they just fired the ball outside to the receivers and picked up what was there. Like playing off coverage. Oh, you're going to blitz. We're going to throw it out to Miller. We're going to throw it out to Antonio Brown. We're going to throw it out to Godwin. And kind of like what the Rams did to us. Like, okay, yeah, it's 2nd and 4, 6 yards, but it's not like a throwaway or a sack or a run for -2 yards because they're bringing the house. So I thought that adjustment was really, really big. in that second half. And that's really kind of what won the game for us, which is nice to see these coaches not being so stubborn as they usually are.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Good points.
I didn't even realize that. The other thing that we didn't really talk too much about, we talked a little bit about Wells, but how about the offensive line not having any holding penalties, any false starts? We didn't jump off sides as a defensive line today. Those stupid penalties that you can control, we didn't see them today, which played huge. I mean, that's big. How many times have we seen a touchdown come back or a first down come back? And that's without your whole starting offensive line. They do miss Donovan Smith to an extent, but to see him come in and play decent enough and not really kill Brady was encouraging. I was surprised. I thought that was going to be, if they were going to be, this was going to be because of him.
By the way, I'm not going to say his name. We've had Donovan step out or a tackle come out of the game, and previous quarterbacks have looked lost or held the ball too long or made their O-line not look good. It's a little bit different. I'm not going to lie. I was really nervous about Wells. I was like, oh, shit.
We got some clarification from Anal Jensen. She said her name is pronounced Anel.
All the way from the UK, by the way, or South Africa. South Africa. Thanks for the support.
She's South African watching us in the UK.
He's living
Major
in
props.
Thank you, Anal. We love you.
We also have Chris Joseph watching us from the Caribbean.
Caribbean man.
Hey, Ryan Griffin's in Germany, and Ren Dax is in his shower.
Ren Dax is right here.
He's on with us. Ren, I'm going to let you finish off any last additions to your take, because I have one more call before we head on out. Do you have anything else to add, man?
Like I said at the beginning, survive and advance. It was good. I'm proud of Fournette. For on the negative side, I guess you could say Sean Murphy-Bunting's probably the biggest, thing holding this defense back, or the biggest liability there. Once this offense gets clicking, it is dangerous. And I'll be honest, I was a little taken aback how hard the Fox halftime guys smashed the Bucs about how they were talking about them. But they came back and did it. It was just a good win. I really like the adjustments that they made at halftime offensively. I can't really overstate that enough. And I thought, defensively, I thought they were okay the whole game. Like, I really wasn't worried about them. I would have liked to seen, like, even when they doubled Ridley, like, Winfield kept taking bad angles, and it's just like you're doing the right thing, you're just not executing. But he had a big play at the end, so yeah. Again, survive and advance, Bucs win. Let's go next week to Detroit, and we're gonna fill up this playoff spot.
Before we end this call, Ren,
Yep.
are you wearing victory shades?
Connect after the holiday.
Wait, Sammer has something to say to Ren before he leaves.
Are you wearing your victory shades in the rain?
I'm not in the rain anymore, and I'm not wearing my victory shades. I don't my shades are prescription, and they're like yellow with green lenses, so I really don't break them out too often.
Well,
I get it.
And they have my name on the side.
Just like intern Betty.
Big flex.
That sounds exactly like intern Betty's shades.
Big flex. Thank you so much for calling, Ren. Love you, bro.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Hey, by the way,
he always brings up good points, things that maybe
shout
we overlook.
Shout out to Gene because he took my advice. And I hate to keep referencing this because the show sounds a little weird, but whatever. With the big dick energy drinking out the fucking bottle, he just don't give a fuck. He has fully acclimated. He is fully acclimated to loose cannons. He's drinking out the fucking bottle. I love it.
I'm not bringing a glass next time.
Wow. I agree. Gene, people in the chat think you're mad.
No, me. I'm just chilling, man.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's the vibe.
You know what? We've got this positive vibe going on right now. The Bucs won. The Bucs are 9-5. You know what? The next step is getting into the playoffs, and we can pop them bottles. We can enjoy this game. You know what? Honestly, and folks out there in the chat, if you're in social media, please don't comment on the Bucs. If the Bucs are doing bad in the first half, keep your comments to yourself. They won't age well with TB12 doing what he's doing, the GOAT doing what he's doing. Keep your comments to yourself to the end of the game.
You know what?
I try.
And Papa Gene is taking screenshots of everything.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know.
I've got him.
I traditionally melted down, of course, because I expected better from this team. But,
I mean, when you say things like this is the worst 8-5 team in NFL history.
Oh yeah, dumb.
I know who that was.
Dumb. Don't do that again.
Dude, don't do that. It's not going to age well. I mean, It took like maybe 30 minutes for that to look that bad.
Look really bad.
Listen, Amazement 717 in the chat said Bucs possibly 6-2 road record. That's damn good. Why is it that we're always, we always play tougher on the road and at home we just suck?
2020.
I mean,
I think every year.
2020, I think Gene has, the small point, I get where you're coming from there. But also, it's just the matchups we've had, bro. I mean, we had the Super Bowl champs.
I'm not talking about this season. I'm just talking about period. Overall. What's the deal with fucking winning in Raymond James Stadium?
I can't judge their iteration of this team on that. For this team, I can answer previous teams. I can give you an answer there, but we're not going to go down that fucking wormhole. For this team,
agreed.
we've had some interesting losses. The Rams game is The Saints game was a fucking anomaly, and then you play the Super Bowl champs.
Ryan Griffin, it's not the strip club across the street.
It's not
Ryan Griffin. It's Ryan Griffin.
And
I agree with Christian.
Better strip clubs than Atlanta does anyway.
Great response by Christian
to
not be drug into that stupid that argument of hanging all the past bullshit of other Buck teams on this team.
Yes, thank.
We just randomly are not winning as many games at home. Big fucking deal. Move on. One person in the chat room did mention that Brady, I think it's Kevin Stewart, Brady's a rhythm thrower. Give him easy throws to get going and then go deep. I agree. I think him not starting off so hot, it seems almost every game, maybe the Bucs should take only a TB12 approach in terms of the offensive scheme for that first drive. Get him in an easy rhythm where he's making easy reads, easy throws, get him clicking, and then unleash the entire offense, because I think that might be what it is.
I think it's Angry Brady. Angry Brady is locked in. When that guy gets fucking pissed off, he's a different quarterback.
Okay, well, they need to hit him like Henderson used to get hit for the Jaguars before every game. It should be like that.
Every game.
Absolutely. We're gonna take
hold on. I got something to think. You're probably right, but one more point on your home versus away record. Good thing we're not going to play at home anyways in the playoffs until we get to the Super Bowl.
Right.
Thank you.
And that's where we break the curse.
G Vegas says we just need to win the last home game in February. That's the one that counts. Fucking agree.
Boom.
100%. Now that needs to be a T-shirt.
And that crazy motherfucker behind center.
The only home game that matters.
G Vegas, find a way to get in contact with us. You're getting a T-shirt and a bottle of hot sauce. That shit is hot too, man. Like, no joke. That shit is like ridiculously hot. And I'm cool with like spicy, but that shit is fucking hot. Just letting you all know.
So what is that, habaneros or is it jalapeno?
I'm not quite sure what's in it. It's just very fucking hot. I'm going to go to 7.
You sent us a picture yesterday of your meat on a stick. I don't appreciate that, bro. It looked delicious. It looked juicy. It looked phenomenal. Are you like, was it this something that you were practicing? Like this was training camp for you because we're getting together soon? Like why were you practicing making your meat on a stick?
I honestly play with my meat on the grill and just in general all the time. It's a good habit to have. It's healthy. It's very healthy to always just have your meat out there, marinate it, give it some love. Who's going to love your meat if you don't love it first, right?
You're right. I've been neglecting, my meat here recently. It's time. I haven't posted pictures, sent pictures in a while. I need to get back on it. Thank you for inspiring.
Smoked your meat. You haven't smoked your meat or anything, bro.
I haven't smoked it. I haven't marinated it, glazed it, rubbed it. Obviously my wife's not preparing my meat, so I'm over here like
G Vegas with the great culinary, advice. Don't forget you have to rest your meat. You have to rest it before you just
for at least 15 minutes.
Sometimes you can rest it too long and then it gets cold. And then it just doesn't taste very well anymore.
Yeah, it gets that weird consistency. It's like limp and cold, and it doesn't taste as good as when it's fresh. You guys just you have to take care of your meat. Once you wake up, you have to take care of your meat, rub it down, give it the spices and love it needs. And enough about that. Let's go to the last call of the show. Let's go to 770. You're on with the Loose Cannons. What's going on?
What's up, guys? It's Corey from Nashville.
Corey.
What's on, man?
Take us out, Corey. Take us out.
Corey had some of those tweets in the first half. Corey has some of those tweets that Gene was talking about.
Oh, which ones?
The meltdown type.
Give us some tweets.
Give us your.
People. I had to talk.
I never had meltdown. I never had meltdown tweets. My tweets were clearly they were stating what everybody else knows about this team. We don't surprise our fan base enough on a positive side. Outside of that Green Bay game, most of our games, of course, unless we were playing an underwhelming opponent, we have had to make we don't come in and take away with teams. There's no fucking reason why Calvin really should have went off the way he did when there's no Julio Jones on the field. I'm sorry,
did he get the win at the end of the game when the final shot went off? Did he win that game? Those are all individual stats, and to me,
no.
Individual stats are good for the individual.
But what I'm doing is going forward. I thought we were a playoff before anything happened in the offseason last year. I thought we were a playoff team this year. Mm-hmm. Especially you throw in another seed. I'm like, we're gonna be a playoff team. I'm not worried about it. We got talent, and I think we'll bring some things. We're gonna be a playoff team. But I'm looking forward, man. Like the end result, they don't surprise me enough where I come in and be like, damn, my team was prepared, or we were this, or and a lot of that might have to do with Vita being out. I might have undervalued his presence, and I'm cool with that. I can deal with that.
But if the end result is a win, does that still make it kind of salty that the way they played? Is that kind of how you feel about it?
Yes. Because we can't continue to be this inconsistency. All right, where'd you have us before we got Tom Brady? Did you have us as a playoff team?
Yes.
Or did you have us as?
I had this as a team that
before we got Brady, right? So when we got Brady, what did we become?
I had this team.
When we got Brady?
I had this team exactly where they were, Corey. And with all due respect, man, I love you and I love your takes, but I have to disagree. They were exactly where they were. They were a Jekyll and Hyde team, worse than what they are this year, because it all rode on what 3 was going to do. And the tweet that I disagree with you on, and I'm sure everybody would disagree with you, I think we'll see, is where you tweeted out, this shows that turnovers are a overrated statistic. What? Turnovers are never overrated. In certain
situations. In certain situations, I said that. I
don't know a situation where a turnover isn't important or huge.
Oh, okay. I'll give you one. Patrick Mahomes can go out last week and throw 3 interceptions. Nobody fucking talks about it because they blow Miami out. Nobody's talking about his 3 interceptions.
Because he doesn't have a reputation for that.
Or we can go.
No reputation
we can go. Tom Brady throws. We can go. Tom Brady has 0 turnovers against the Bears, and he's below average that game. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations, or we can go. He throws a pick 6 against the Chargers, but he was fantastic for the rest of the game, even though we were down 17-0 because of this pick 6. So you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, but Corey, that interception,
but that interception
did matter. But that interception did matter. A pick 6 from Tom Brady against the Chargers did fucking matter. We were down because of that. It doesn't matter. It put us in a certain precarious situation because of the interception.
In certain situations, okay, what about the times he doesn't turn the ball over? And with like the Bears game, he didn't turn over when we lost.
We didn't have any offensive weapons in that one game.
I'm saying in certain situations, we overrate a turnover, just like we overrate QB wins. It's not a lie. It's a fact.
We're not talking about QB wins.
I don't think QB wins should not be connected to a quarterback. A QB win because the defense could be playing poorly, the special teams could be playing poorly, and whether they win or lose, it's a team effort as a collectively.
All right, but on the team as a totality, this is all I'm saying. I had us pegged to be a playoff team. Great. I'm not trying to go to the playoffs with a 43-year-old quarterback and walk home in that first weekend because we played a team that was more prepared than us. I was looking at these last 4 games as a way to build momentum. Maybe the second half does that. The second half was outstanding. Antoine Winfield, probably with the play of the season, in my opinion. One of the plays of the season, in my opinion, if he doesn't get that swat. And maybe the second half will give us the momentum going into Detroit. And because they didn't play too terrible today in Nashville. But that and then finishing the season strong against Atlanta. I'm looking for us to get momentum because I was one of the ones that said we go 4-0 going into the playoffs, then I think we could be the hottest team. But damn, man, if we limp into the 4-0 and we coming back from double-digit deficits against teams we're better than, who are we once we play a team that may have their identity going forward? That's all. I just don't want to see this team.
Corey,
I just don't want to watch this team.
Real quick.
Hold on, real quick.
I understand what you're saying. I totally understand. But don't wins count for something? Regardless of how the team started in the first half, they picked it up in the second half, and they ended up winning the game. They found a way to win. I would think that should factor in to your thought process as far as, what this team is going to do in the playoffs. If they have the ability to play bad in the first half, come back in the second half, and win the game, that should give you hope right there.
Really great team.
Not against Atlanta. It's not against Atlanta. Not against Atlanta, and not against 10 points left on the field against Minnesota. No, it does not give me hope.
Corey, this is the thing, though. This is the thing, Corey. This team is going to be.
I came back against Kansas City in a loss than I was tonight against Atlanta. Like, we seem so unfocused and lackadaisical for 30 minutes. Like, we just can't keep being that team.
I don't think it's a lack.
Maybe we need another year.
I don't think it's a lack. I don't think it's a lack of focus.
Here actually disagree with that though? What Corey just said?
He's not wrong. What I'm trying to point to is that.
Of course he's not.
What I'm trying to point to is that this team, the way they look when they start these games, is the simple fact that it's still the product has not been fully blended together. It's still inconsistent. This team, when they're firing, is fucking near impossible to stop as an offense. The defense, Vita Vea, is bigger loss than people anticipate. It affects how the secondary plays. It affects how many times they can call a blitz. It affects how many guys you can put into that blitz because you're trying to make up for his absence. All of that factors into it. They start slow because of many different things. But at the end of it all, a W is a W. I'm happy for a W. Will they be able to do this against good teams? Probably not. But this is what they are. This is what they are in year one. This is what they are in year one without an offseason.
We probably need another year.
You all right, Gene?
Hey, Corey, yeah, he's watching the Saints game. Corey, the other part of that too, Corey, is and like you just said it, and Samir just alluded to it. Maybe they need another year. Bruce Arians has never lied to us, and he said it in his press conference a couple weeks ago. He goes, "I'm more disappointed in how this defense has performed than the offense." He goes, everybody thought everybody was going to throw. We were going to throw. We thought that we were going to throw everything together, and it was just going to click like Madden. It doesn't happen like that. It really doesn't. The defense is what he's more disappointed in, and the loss of Vita Vea we cannot state that enough. It's
it's bigger than people give it credit for. You're right.
It's bigger than people give it credit for, but it even affects when they play zone and when they play man press. And as frustrated as I am with that, because I want them to play man press more and really put Carlton Davis in that position, it has an effect that they cannot be in that positioning as much because of the fact that they don't have a Vita Vea presence on the line. And somebody who knows defense way better than a fan would, it would be able to explain that on a deeper level. But once you hear it, you understand why. But this team is what they are in year one with no offseason and a new quarterback with a BA system and trying to merge it all together. This is just what they are. We just have to understand that this is what they are. They are inconsistent. They are inconsistent to a fault. But for right now,
let Stink speak.
They're winning. Go ahead, Stink. I'm sorry. I had to finish my sentence.
All Corey's saying is it's not this playing like this isn't good. It's going to get us beat in the playoffs. Everybody understands that. I think Bruce Arians understands.
I totally understand that.
Right. So yes, we need to be better. The expectations should be higher because we have Tom Brady and the story. End of story. Real quick before I forget, because I haven't even been watching the rest of the chat. Ryan Griffin with a super chat donation. He said for the rose and the Falcons treating leads like deadbeats treat children. Couldn't agree more. We treated them like the bitch they are, and
damn,
they deserve
it. Like a bunch of hoes. By the way, Corey, I agree with you, man. It's all fun and love and just debate, right? I agree with what you're saying. I expected more.
A lot.
I expected more. I want to see more. I want to see it clicking. It's frustrating as hell because you look at it as us fans, and it's like it's not fucking rocket science.
Hey, you know what though, guys? Look, fuck it all. We're about to watch the Bucs in January. We ain't done that shit in years. So you know what? I'm gonna start with this pessimistic view, and I'm gonna be excited about whoever we play in that first round.
Yes.
And let's get the dub, man. It's always go Bucs. Fuck it. Fuck my tweet.
Corey, the last one that I have for you. The last one that I have for you, Corey, was and sorry, Amber, sorry, Gene, but I think I pull more positive vibes from a team that can scrap and come back Like the fact that, like you said, you were more impressed in the Chiefs game because they were battle back and lost. This game as well, they could have folded up and just said "fuck it." Like it takes more than 12 to have that kind of comeback 24/7 in the second half. It takes more than 12. That's the defense stepping up. That's Devin White. That's
Atlanta got that shit down to an art form.
Antoine Winfield making a huge fucking play, like laying out in the fucking end zone.
Laying out.
Everybody. That's a team. That's a team win, bro. Yeah. I'm more excited about that.
And on top of that, I was going to add.
I'm going to give that more energy. I'm going to give that more energy. I'm going to give the W more energy than anything else. But I was just going in defense of my tweet.
Man. You are spot on with what you were saying.
The thing is, you have to keep in mind, the Falcons.
Man, let's take care of business against Detroit so we can clinch. And go fucking Chiefs too, man. Beat the shit out of the fucking Saints. They fucking playing with them. Go beat them.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Keep in mind, Corey, against the Chiefs, some people could argue that they took their foot off the gas a little bit against the Bucs, maybe helped the Bucs get back in the game. The Atlanta Falcons today did not change their offense in the second half. They were throwing the ball. They were running the same things. Dirk Cutter doesn't know how to keep a lead in terms of playing it safe. They were throwing the ball. They were running the same routes. They weren't really mixing in the run too much. Ryan was back there just as often as he was in the first half. They just weren't completing the passes, or they were dropping them. Whatever. Sometimes you get a lucky bounce. They didn't take it off the pedal, and they had nothing to lose. That team looked like they had nothing to lose, and the Bucs fought through that. Sometimes that can even the playing field, and they came out with a victory. That's what matters. Victory number 9. Over 99% chance to make the fucking playoffs. Get this team to the fucking dance, and then fucking see what they're going to do. Because that's when it fucking matters. And that's when a team like the fucking Packers and the fucking Giants pull off a Super Bowl victory out of their asses. If we have Tom Brady, we can fucking do it too.
Whoa. Okay, hey, you're mad and you're jacked up, and we're going out right now, right?
I'm happy.
That doesn't sound happy.
I'm happy.
Are we going out in just a second?
We are. We're done. I appreciate everybody who called in.
Corey,
all the chats.
Man? Hit me up on Twitter, man.
Everybody in the chat. I'm about to piss off Samron. I don't give a shit.
You motherfucker.
You gonna go off center?
No. Worse.
I'm gonna go better.
In different areas.
Can barely hear it, by the way.
Trying to turn it up.
Nobody can hear it.
Nobody can hear it. Hey, thank you to everybody who watched, everybody who subscribed, all the chat donations. We truly appreciate it. Fuck a young ho.
Positive, baby. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy whatever the fuck you celebrate, baby.
That's right.
It's a good week.
Fuck the Saints.
On Christmas week.
Fuck the Saints and fuck a young ho, baby.